Welcome to The Know, I'm Mica Burton.
And I'm Adam Ellis.
Last week was all about the Switch, as Nintendo unveiled its new hybrid console that hits shelves in March.
And while a lot was said about the Switch's functionality and ability to be played anywhere, we're also learning more about what the console doesn't have. And that's actually a pretty wide-ranging list, from disk drives to native voice chat to free online and even a major third-party franchise.
One of the biggest things missing from the Switch will be native voice chat, and the solution that Nintendo came up with is very Nintendo.
Don't completely freak out. You'll be able to communicate with other gamers on the Switch, but it'll be through a separate app on your mobile phone, which is kind of dumb. It won't be out until this summer though, which means that it won't be around launch. Not to mention that the chat feature won't be available in every game.
So here's how Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé defended the move.
We want to reinforce your capability to take your experience with you on the go. The ability to do matchmaking, voice chat through your phone, it's a hell of a lot more convenient than having a gamer headset stuck in your backpack while trying to do that. That's why we're doing it the way we are.
So we'll see if that's an effective solution, but not having native voice chat in 2017 feels like a bit of a letdown. But then again, it's Nintendo, and they've never been entirely comfortable with things like the internet and what the kids are doing.
Speaking of internet, as we've reported, the Switch won't have free online. Nintendo is moving to a paid online service, which will include a monthly NES or SNES game, but with one drawback: the game is only playable for the month.
As for the paid service, a free trial period starts in March, and the paid service launches in the fall. It will enable online gameplay, an online lobby in the voice chat app, plus the monthly game download and exclusive deals, although Nintendo hasn't downloaded those because Nintendo doesn't outline a lot of things.
Fils-Aimé said the new paid service has become a necessity in modern gaming. And to be honest, if they want to make a good online service and we have to pay for it, then that's great, but this doesn't exactly sound like that yet.
So true. The reality is, the way that online experiences have progressed, it's an expensive proposition, he said in an online interview with CNET. The amount of servers we need to support Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, these big multiplayer games, is not a small investment.
One bright spot to the new paid online service: it won't have friend codes. That in itself is almost worth the monthly fee.
So true. Also, as we know, the Switch won't have a disk drive. Instead, it'll rely on these cute, tiny little cartridges. And while that obviously means no DVD or Blu-ray functionality, that doesn't mean the Switch won't potentially have a lot more storage capacity. Nintendo has confirmed that the Switch will support micro SDXC cards, which means you'll be able to expand its storage up to 2 terabytes. That's a lot of space.
Another thing the Switch won't have is a big selection of launch titles. It's only going to have 5 launch titles on day one, led by Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is far less than even the Wii U had. That's potentially a bad sign for a company that has struggled with providing enough games to its consoles, one of the many reasons it sunk the Wii U.
Never fear though, according to Fils-Aimé, who said that launch day is not the be-all and the end-all.
It really is the steady pacing of content that continually reinforces for the people who bought into the platform why they made a smart choice, as well as what compels people who might be sitting on the sidelines to jump in. We feel we have this great ongoing march of content to motivate you to jump into the platform, he said.
For Nintendo's sake, we hope that's true. We don't want another Wii U in our midst.
The Switch also won't have Street Pass or Miiverse support, with officials saying that Street Pass won't be supported because the Switch is a home console device first and a mobile one second, which I don't know if I agree with totally. And remember the Joy-Con grip that Nintendo showed off in his demo? That won't charge your devices.
Ooh.
For that, you'll need a special Joy-Con charging grip that's sold separately for $30.
And another thing the Switch won't do, according to Nintendo, is it won't replace the 3DS, so calm down, everybody. You'll still get your 3DS.
At least not yet. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. While portables aren't what they used to be in this era of smartphone games, the 3DS has still been a reliable platform for Nintendo. But with the Switch being hyped as a portable gaming machine, that understandably has some 3DS owners freaked out that Nintendo might be abandoning the system.
But Fils-Aimé stressed in an interview with Wired that 3DS has a long life in front of it, saying that Nintendo has already announced new 3DS games that will launch in the first few quarters of this year.
The two systems are going to coexist just fine, Fils-Aimé said.
You're going to be meeting different price points, you're going to be meeting different types of consumers, you're going to have the newest, freshest content available on the Nintendo Switch.
Splatoon.
Like Splatoon, you've got 1,000 game library available on the Nintendo 3DS, plus some key new ones coming, he said. So, 3DS hype.
We guess that's some consolation, but on the other hand, of course he's not going to say that they're abandoning the 3DS, even if it's true. Can you imagine the uproar, not to mention the negative feelings it would create for the Switch?
I would cry. I would be heartbroken. Personally, I love my 3DS. Speaking of things the Switch won't be getting, you could add Borderlands 3 to that list. Were people thinking Borderlands 3 was going to be on that list?
Never on my radar.
What?
Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford was asked by a fan on Twitter about the possibility, and he responded, "I do not see that happening." We were talking to Nintendo, but that stopped for some reason. They have other priorities.
That's not a good early sign, considering that Nintendo has struggled to attract third-party developers in the past. Borderlands isn't exactly a Nintendo-esque franchise, but landing a multi-plat like Borderlands 3 would have been a nice signal to gamers that the Switch will be getting a wide variety of titles. Plus, co-op Borderlands on the Switch would have been pretty awesome. But guys, we're getting Skyrim, so calm down.
All this news hasn't helped Nintendo's stock price. The Switch failed to impress investors, and company shares fell 5.8% on Friday, according to Bloomberg,
Ouch.
and dropped another 2% on Monday.
Double ouch! The pressure will be on Nintendo to move units, analysts say. Ace Research Institute analyst Hideki Yasuda said, the first 2 weeks of sales will be critical for Nintendo, and they have to sell 2 million units they forecast for the quarter. The Switch's success will be determined at the start.
So yeah, it's about time for the Switch to put up or shut up. And it looks like investors are expecting it to sell a lot of units very early, with or without a bunch of launch games.
So what do you think about the Switch? Has it been everything you wanted? Is there a missing feature you'd like to see? Let us know in the comments.
And for all your Nintendo news, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the know.
But you pre-ordered it, right?
2 of them.
Well, see, there you have it. I feel like this Rooster Teeth office itself has covered the first quarter of Switch.
Yep.
It's fine.
No one in this room has not pre-ordered a Switch. There are 5
You're
people in
welcome,
this room
Nintendo.
and 10 Switches on pre-order, so we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Everyone, Kdin will just give it to you.
This should- Kdin pre-ordered 3.